What is up, Double and Robotics Notes fans? There's everyone here, and today we have the last review for now. At least it is another Robotics Notes figures. If you saw the previous review, it was Furao Kojiro from Robotics Notes, and now we have the other figure from the same series. It's a two set, or it's a prize thingy, but there are only two of them you can get. So we have both of them. Luckily, that's how we are. We just got them both for around 20 bucks together, about 10 each, but they were from different sellers. Now, the last figure I bought from Satoshi Komiyama, great seller. This one, okay, also didn't come with the box. It's kind of the same way they sell it. If they sell it without the box, it is really cheap. So like 10 bucks is, it's a great price for these figures. They're being prize figures, they're not always as detailed or as good as you want them to be. For example, the Kurisu one I have, like this one, for example, looks pretty decent, and then if you look at it closer, you'll notice that like the mouth is printed slightly off. It just looks a little bit weird, but they have like those little things. They're not like hand painted and all that cool stuff, but that's perfectly fine actually. So today we have a new Robotics Notes figure. Looking at the box, and not the box like the figure box, but the box that it came in, because we always do that. This one, my people looked a little bit different. This was really difficult to get in. Actually, we had to cut up a lot of stuff. It's a lot of tape, which is it's not a bad thing, but it was just kind of a pain in the ass. So it's a figure without glue and without lithium batteries. I guess they're more expensive if they have glue or anything. I don't know. There's I always have that for some reason. So, what do we have here? We have this from Kazuo Ikishima. And now, if you know, just like the other one, this is a name that we've seen more often, or that we heard of more often, because I do buy from these two particular sellers more often, and they're great sellers. They're just great sellers. So, yeah, from, again, Satoshi Komiyama, I think it was, and Kazuo Ikishima. Love you both. If you ever happen to see this, I don't think so, but I love you guys. So this was from Osaka, which is also Osaka's a great place. It's nice. But that's the box, small packet, like usual. I think it says right there. We're getting used to that. International e-packet light. Okay. That's it. So the figure itself, okay, for some reason, even though I really like Robotics Notes, I really like it. I've played the game actually as well, even though that's, I think, hardly translated out there, but I've played the game. I've seen the anime, and the anime was decent-ish. If you don't know the game, if you don't know Robotics Notes, watch the anime. It is, for that, it is decent enough to watch. But it's, it's just a mediocre kind of show. It's not bad, it's not great, But, for example, the Chaos Head, Chaos Child anime was just horrible, so don't watch those. The games are the best. Honestly, the visual novels are always the best if you want the real experience, but the anime will do if you don't read like different languages that well. Okay, so the reason why I started talking about the games and all that and how much I like them is because I do, but for some reason I can't really. The names of the characters don't stick with me. I know we have Furao Kojiro. That's not really my favorite, but that's the character that sticks out the most from the entire cast. So she's the most memorable. And then you have Kai, I think, which is the main character, like the guy. And then you have Aki, his like girlfriend-ish type of girl, right? Aki. But I never seem to remember their full names. So out of the top of my head, I think this character, or she's called Senomiya Akiho, I think. I don't know, I just know it's Aki, but whatever. Here she is. Aki figure, really plain looking figure, but it's not a bad figure per se. So the bottom we have the base where it says Taito. Let's see if I can focus. Taito 2012-2013 Mages 5PB Nitro Plus, like usual, made in China. Expected that. So here's the figure itself. Now, the detail on her is decent. It's not glorious, because again, they are price figures, and they're not always the best. They are decent figures though, but I know some people who are very picky about their figures, and they don't get fucking price figures at all because they're just not good enough for them. Me myself, I don't really care that much as long as they're cute and just nice to look at, even though there are obvious like little issues and stuff with them, but that's fine. So here we have, and the paint jobs are always really simple. These are all yeah. So here these are Legos. What they did do for this figure is where the knees are and like stuff like that, they have painted it like a little bit more pinkish, so you see a little bit of shadowing, so it looks more like fleshy or more human, you know, which is nice. It's a great touch, actually. There's a little paint mess up with the Sako there, but you know, those are things that you really can't hate on for price figures. They're decent. So there's that. Let's look at her panties for a second. Can we do that? They're white. They're out there. A little bit close so you perps can't see it, but you know, she wears a skirt, so you kind of have to check that out. Here is her skirt. Simple, but it works. And then the rest of her little outfit. Now, the things I find strange with this figure, or this particular figure, is that her face seems to be a slightly different color than the rest of her body, like as in like the skin color. But again, you know, a price figure, no one really cares about that. Maybe it's just a little bit paler. And her eyes look kind of far apart, don't they? Like they here's just her. Let's take a look at her head and her hair. Let's look at the back of their hair first, and then we'll talk about the eyes. Hair's nice. I like that. It's just simple, not too choppy or anything. It's just okay. And then her eyes. It's not a bad figure. The print is also a good print for eyes, I guess. But they do, for some reason, they do kind of like look a bit far apart. But it doesn't look. It doesn't look like a misprint or anything. It's not far apart in a bad way. It's more far apart in the particular anime style they chose to do the character. This I don't mind it. It's not a bad thing. The way I say like her eyes are apart make me feel like I'm trying to say it's a bad thing. It's not. It's just something I noticed looking at it. But yeah, that's her little head. Now about the scale, I'm not sure if these are up to scale with the other Steins Gate figures out there for the same Taito type price thingies, but here we have her together with Furao Kojiro. Here's the entire set, so there's just those two. It's kind of what you're getting if you want both of them like that. And then together with the other Steins Gate figure price figures. You know, are they up to scale? I don't know. But again, that's they're there. They exist. So I think that's gonna be it already for this video. I'm trying to, you know, talk about a bit more, sound a little bit more active, a little bit more happier, I guess, in these videos, because I was watching a few back, or not even sure if my English is right there, but I was watching a few of my older videos, and I was just like, I just sounded dead. I was just like, okay, we're gonna look at the this, okay, that's there, and then we'll look at this. Thank you. It's very monotone, and I don't like that. I want to sound more. I'm just excited. That's it. I'm just more excited now, I guess. But okay, thanks for watching, guys. That was Akiho Senomiya, I think. If it isn't, please don't hate me. I know it's Aki. That's it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. And after this, we'll only hopefully have big 1/8 scale figures, and then maybe some more price figures on the Steins Gate part, because there are a few that I still really need. So, like Mighty, for example. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Psy Kangaroo.